It turns out you're not lazy, you're just comfortable. And if you are currently just sick of your own BS and you want to change your life in the next 365 days, this video is for you. So grab a coffee, a notebook, some noise canceling headphones on to block out any distraction, and let's focus. Welcome back. I'm Marissa, your multi-passionate creative best friend, helping you build your dream life one hobby, habit, and income stream at a time. You can subscribe so you don't miss my next call, and make sure you do something creative today. So today we are going to be talking about how to rebrand your life before 2026. And so all I need is 20 minutes of your time, and this could be the spark that changes your perspective on your life goals and how to build your dream life. So let's get started. So here are 7 steps to rebrand your life before 2026. Step number 1, this is the one activity you need to do to figure out if your current day-to-day habits are going to help you get to your dream life. And here is how you're going to figure that out. So I want you to grab a notebook of any kind, really. You can leave it in the notebook, but for purposes, rip it out. I think I took like 3 pages here, but that's fine. So you're going to take a piece of paper and you're going to fold it in half, this, so that you have 2 sides. So on the first side, what I want you to do is write out your current day-to-day life. A day in your life as you right now. When you wake up, what you do, morning routine, how you get to work, anything that you do in your current day-to-day. If you're a corporate girly like me, you can do one for weekday version of you and weekend version of you. As somebody who's creative and multi-passionate, I tend to prioritize so many things on my weekends. So you can do 2 different versions of this for the time frames that you have. So once you have your current day-to-day life, the next side of what I want you to do is your dream life. So think about all the goals and the dreams. What would your day-to-day life be like if you have accomplished all of those things? So same thing when you wake up, what's your work, what do you wear, your morning routine, night routine, everything you do in your dream life on this side. Once you have both lists, you're going to take a different colored pen and you're going to draw a line from the daily thing that you do here that will get you to this dream life. So what are you doing in your current day-to-day life that connects to your goal? So for instance, for me, one of the things on my dream side of things would be publishing my 7th book, let's say. I'm working on edits for my 7th book deadline. A current daily habit that I'm doing right now are 30-minute writing sessions for my first novel. So to get to my dream life, I'm already doing that daily action. So those would connect. When I first did this, it was January 2024 that I first did this activity, and I had one thing on that list and it was barely connected. This activity is essentially an eye-opener to show you your daily actions that you're doing right now and if they are going to lead to your dream life. And if you have no lines, don't worry. We have 6 more steps to help you rebrand your life so that you can achieve these goals. The action step that I want you to take here is to complete this activity. I also have a Notion dashboard that breaks down each and every one of these 7 steps, a checklist that you can follow so that you can mark off everything as you complete it so that you can keep track of this rebrand over the next couple of weeks before 2026 arrives. So step number 2 is to reconnect with your vision. If you completed step 1 already, you already have an idea of where your dream life is going. You could be delusional, far-fetched, whatever it is, but I want you to reconnect with that vision on a deeper, energetic level. What you can do here is to either create a vision board, but set the mood for the vision board. So dim the lights, put a candle on, put music on, and then build a vision board either in Pinterest. If you want to do a physical vision board, you can print out pictures, you can go pick up magazines and other items that you can cut up and make a physical vision board. You can go for a walk, you can dance, you could just get excited about this new version of you and really visualize what that would look like. You can also watch content creators online that have the life that you want. So do they have the dream apartment that you want? Go visualize yourself in that apartment. You can even go look up homes and houses that you visualize and go look at their walkthrough tours, and that is your place. You're buying it. That's where you're moving to. You can follow people who have the career that you want in order to connect with that's going to be your life. If they can do it, you can do it. So your action step here is to go for a walk, create a vision board, and connect with this vision. And I want you to visualize the future that you want, not the one you think you deserve. Step number 3 in your rebrand is to uncover your limiting beliefs. So now that you've done an activity of seeing where you currently are, reconnected with your vision, while you created that vision, limiting beliefs and that little voice in your head being like, that's not gonna happen. You can't get there. Why would you even think that that's possible? While you've built your vision and you tried to connect with it, there were going to be moments of your limiting beliefs and your comfort zone trying to pull you back and stop you before you even get started. And that's why step 3 is essential to rebranding your life. You have to name your limiting beliefs and you have to reframe them in order to move forward. So what is a limiting belief? A limiting belief is a belief that's solidified sometime in your childhood, early teens, that you genuinely believe in your core about life, about any area of your life, finances, relationships, career, basically what you believe you are worth when it comes to all of these areas of your life. This, honestly, out of all of the steps, this is the one that I want you to truly dig into and release before 2026 gets here. So here's an example. So on your vision board, maybe you put pictures of a luxury, like penthouse condo. It is beautiful, decorated, it's massive, and it's expensive to buy a place like that or to live in a place like that. And you've decided that that is your dream. You want to live in that area. But when you put those pictures in, when you go back and look at that vision board, you might get a tightness in your chest, or like your stomach kind of like swoops, being like, because part of you thinks it's not possible. But my question, why not? Why can't you achieve it? Why can't you live there? And the answer is your limiting belief, because maybe you moved around a lot as a kid. Maybe you didn't feel safe in your own home growing up. So you think that the vision of this luxury penthouse provides safety, it provides luxury, and it's like elevated in the sky, because it's like the penthouse is usually like the 11th floor, the 50th floor, whatever it is. And so that might make you feel like the instability you've experienced can't reach you if you're that high up. When your chest is tightening and you look at these visions and your body is literally bracing for impact, that's essentially your comfort zone saying, oh no, this is scary, this is something new. And what you want to do in order to combat that feeling is to say, thank you for trying to keep me safe, but I am safe in that penthouse. I am safe planning my future. I am safe. Insert your vision here. And if you keep saying that, say thank you for warning me and thank you for that sensation. Thank you for letting me know, but I'm also safe striving for more. I'm also safe pushing outside of my comfort zone. And the more you repeat that, the more you say that, you're gonna work through it. You're moving through your limiting beliefs. Your third action step is to dive into these questions on the screen here and really uncover your limiting beliefs. You can also note that your limiting beliefs are areas that you probably already know these because you've strived for goals and then stopped. So what areas of your life are you constantly thinking about and trying to change, but something isn't working? That is a telltale sign there is a limiting belief blocking you from progressing towards that goal. Step number 4 is to reframe productivity in a fast-paced, non-creative world. As you start planning to rebrand your life and working through your limiting beliefs, setting goals, connecting with your vision, you're gonna wanna do it all. You're gonna wanna change everything all at once. Every area of your life, there's gonna be something that you wanna just change right now, snap of the fingers, and just off to the races. But you need to remember that you're a procrastinator mixed with this all or nothing foundational system, which means you're not going to start something, you're going to keep pushing it till later until you're ready to go all in, as in you can never fail. You're going to have to do it every single day for the rest of forever. Since that all or nothing is like your baseline, it's where you always start, you're never going to start something until you're ready to be perfect. And so reframing productivity and progress is going to help you take those small steps even when that all or nothing gets too much. When you hit a block or an obstacle, reframing productivity will help you continue moving forward even at a small, slow pace. And so during this rebrand, I want you to think about, what does this new version of you, this rebranded version of you, how do they view productivity? What do they do in their life that is productive? Or what do you think they do in the day-to-day that is different from the version of you now that is somehow going to make your dream life a reality? As in, they have something you don't. Spoiler alert, that's you. So if that version of you can do it, this version of you can do it. As an example, currently, productivity could mean just like doing busy work, rebranding things, making content in Canva, but never actually posting it. So you're doing this busy work that really isn't moving the needle, but you feel like you're being productive, but it's not actually going anywhere. So you're simply just being busy for the sake of being busy and not moving towards your goal because it's safe. Whereas a future version of you being more productive is DMing 5 brands throughout the week about possible UGC collaborations. And so those are things that if one of them says yes, boom, you got a client. And so you're doing things that are going to make your creative business or creative goals a reality. The action step that you're going to take here is to fill out these prompts. Productivity within my health goals means productivity within my finances mean fill in the blank. Productivity within my career means fill in the blank. Productivity within whatever area of your life means, and start figuring out what that looks like. Step number 5. You're addicted to planning your life and not actually taking any action. We're going to talk about how to get out of this perpetual state of planning because you're addicted to planning. You love a new notebook, you like to make a new Notion dashboard, except you make the list and you don't take action. So there are 5 steps we're going to go through in order to understand why you're constantly planning your life. The first step is kind of like the surge of energy. You watch a TikTok video, you hear about a business idea. This video, even about rebranding your life, can be this energy surge for you to just like go off to the races, dive in, figure out life. Plan it out for the next 3 months, the next year. You are ready to change everything. And so that surge is going to bring you into step 2, which is the planning. You're going to spend a weekend, hours, new to-do lists, color-coded. You're going to put sticky notes up on the wall. You're just so excited to plan because you need to make sure you have this perfect plan in place before you could even take action. And so then step number 3 in this perpetual state of planning is the perfect future. So you're sitting in this now, visualizing future you. You're like, if I do this every single day, I'm going to have all my dreams come true. This is the business idea that's going to make me millions. I just need to have the perfect plan. New branding, new content. I'm going to become a completely different person and my whole life is going to change, but I still need to make that perfect plan. And this stage is usually kind of like that exhilarating, fun, exciting time that we all love doing. We all fall into this at some point about some area of our life, but then step 4 hits us like a brick. And that is this like overwhelm. And it's kind of like that swoop of like, uh-oh, I can't actually do this. There's so many things to do to actually make this happen. Planning was safe and fun, but taking action, waking up earlier, changing my habits is difficult and scary. And your comfort zone is pumping the brakes. And then what happens is that once you hit this stage of overwhelm, you move back into your comfort zone. And this is the stage where your brain is going to catalog every single time that you've planned something and you didn't stick to it. So if you've made a fitness plan or a health and wellness routine plan every single New Year's and you've never stuck to it and you're making another one now, your brain is going to be like, well, for the last 5 years you haven't done it. So why are you going to do it now? And that is going to stop you. And you're going to be like, oh, you know what, my comfort zone's right. I'm just not going to strive for more. I'm just going to stay right where I am. And then you're going to go back to your day-to-day, your monotony, your current habits until the next surge, that next video, that next idea, that next feeling of like, okay, I got to get my life together. And you're going to do this whole thing all over again. So how do you work through the overwhelm and get out of your comfort zone? Because essentially everyone can do stages 1, 2, 3, which is great. You want to have that energy and that excitement in planning something new. But instead of going into overwhelm and back to your comfort zone, you want to move through overwhelm and into a new discomfort zone that allows you to grow and pursue your dreams. So the action step here that I want you to take is to download the Notion dashboard where you're going to walk through a bunch of journal prompts that are going to help you. Step number 6 is to build trust with yourself by showing up and completing one small action right now. Building trust with yourself means picking up a project that you just started once and ignored. For me, that's crocheting. I start so many crochet projects and truly like the chain and like 3 rows and then I never touch it again because I had like that surge of energy of like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a blanket. And I actually completed 1 blanket, so but that was like 2 years ago. And I have another blanket that I'm currently working on, but I started it in the summer and it's almost the end of the year. My goal is to finish it, so we'll see if we get there. And so working through overwhelm means bringing awareness. So step 5 was bringing awareness to this cycle that you're always in and that you always plan but you don't execute. And so you want to reframe that as a thank you so much for my comfort zone, but I'm actually going to push past that and I'm going to take action. And so this also means changing your routine that connects with the future version of you. It means changing your kind of daily routine to match that energy of future you. What does future you do in these scenarios? So when future you gets overwhelmed, what tools and systems do they have in place to work through it? And it is going to be weird and uncomfortable because you're currently in the same space. Like you're not in that penthouse yet. You're in your current room, your current home, your current situation, and you have to change the daily things in there. And that's difficult, but it's crucial to getting started. In my new Daydream Diary series that I'm starting, you'll see that at the end of this month, I pull out every single one of my crochet projects, all of the yarn that I've purchased, and I'm not allowed to purchase any yarn until I either finish a project or use up all of the yarn that I have. And honestly, all of the yarn that I have is probably going to last me all of 2026. So we'll see. My goal to build trust with myself within my creative crochet hobby is to show up and use what I already have. I have everything that I need. I don't need to follow the excitement of something new. It's all right here. I just have to pick it up and take it. Another way that you can build trust with you is to change one thing in the now that future you will do. So for me, one thing that me right now hates doing is folding laundry. I will leave it in the hamper for 2 or 3 days. I'll just use it out of the hamper without folding it and putting it away until I need the laundry hamper again for the dirty clothes. But future version of me is going to fold that immediately out of the dryer. And I started doing that. I literally will, instead of bringing it back to my room, I will stay in the laundry room and fold it right then and there, bring it down into my room, and then put it away. So I'm changing how I show up currently, right now, my day-to-day. I'm not perfect at it by any means because I'm still me and I hate doing that, but future version of me will have that habit. And so I'm emulating that version of me in my current reality because I have to build trust with myself. And so when the dryer sounds that ding, I have to, in the moment, catch myself being like, ugh, I don't want to do it, but future me will. Future me does that. And it's one tiny area of my life is laundry. It's something we do all the time. And it's one tiny area of my life that I can connect energetically with future me. But it's something that I will always have to do now. The connection that I'm having is because I want to keep my space tidy. I want to build the habit of not being annoyed by the laundry basket in the middle of my room because the future dream version of me takes care of it. So the action step that I want you to take here is to do one small thing in your day-to-day, so like the laundry or making your bed, that is different from what you do currently, but future you will be picking up that habit. So is it making sure the kitchen is clean every night before you go to bed because future version of you does that? You can do folding the laundry as well. Maybe every morning you make your bed. Maybe it's how you show up in your morning routine. What's something in your morning routine that you would love to do every morning that future you does? Is it a 10-minute stretch? Is it a 5-minute breathwork exercise? Options are endless, but pick one thing and start doing that. And lastly, step number 7 is to disrupt your daily kind of mundane activities by adopting a persona. So the last step in your rebranding journey is to emulate this future version of you. So I already did that with step 6 in like the tasks and showing up, but this persona is adopting either jewelry. So I have this ring. I literally bought it years ago and I never wear jewelry. So new me wears this ring. That's it. So I want you to add one small thing to your style, how you show up, that makes you feel slightly uncomfortable, but different enough so that like you're aware of yourself, right? I'm aware of this ring on my finger because I never wear jewelry. I'm aware of the earrings in my ears because I never wear them. And so that makes me feel slightly different, but I'm being different for future version of me. But it's a very small adjustment in your day-to-day that allows the kind of like the mundane to feel different. And so other things that you can do is maybe wear your hair up if you constantly wear it down, braid your hair, learn a new makeup style, wear a random outfit that you have in the back of your closet that you bought one time on a whim, but current version of you didn't really like it, but maybe future version of you does. Because adopting a persona that is really small and like small little things that kind of change the way you move through your day will help you get out of that sense of overwhelm in the perpetual state of planning because you're different. You can basically say, okay, new version of me, like this new persona of me, doesn't do that. I don't catastrophize. I don't sit and make to-do lists. I take action. And it's the tiniest change that is going to help you complete this rebrand and show up as this new version of you that is building this dream life. So that's a wrap on today's video. So if you want more ways to help change your life, you can check out this video on 20 habits to improve your life here, or you can check out the blog, which has a bunch of other tips under the habits category, and I will see you in the next one.